Yo, 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 yo. What is going on, COD Familia? It is your boy BN. Today, we are going to be taking a look at Brink of War placements and rankings for the upcoming G2 KvK Kingdom Pool. Now, groups have already been established, as we know. We are going to be covering those going into Winter is Upon Us, which, again, seems to be the main event. I will also have started compiling and putting together stuff for the Calling of Courage groups, which I believe there's a number of them, but I'll probably show that off in a later video. For today, just going to be WIUU. As always, if you enjoy the content, make sure you throw us up, because that was a lot. Thanks. Okay. As we get into it, I feel like I'm a little small. There we go. This one would be a tiny bit bigger. Now, we'll start off with 40-34. So, BoW winners. In order, I believe, top down, we have 3% for overall damage going towards SSG, 2% Echo, 1% damage BTX, and then I believe it's CP recovery speed, so EIS gets that, and then move speed is 5th. So you get RAC that's got that, and then gather speed for resources, RFF grabs that. Seems to me like maybe the winner of the rankings could be the RAC team with the 3%, but the move speed and the CP recovery speed seem to be, I would argue, a little bit more impactful. The 1% and 2%, could equal, obviously, with the 3, but it'll be separated on two fronts. So if you want to say maybe overwhelmingly, or you could just say, maybe that's a little bit too much of a stretch. Maybe it's like, okay, I just feel like that's probably a clear winner, at least in the 6 resource trades, or sorry, 6, not effect, reward buffs. There we go, trade, or split. Now we get to the second group. This is 40-35. We got 3%, 2%, and 1% all going towards BDO, NF57, and Luno. You got a CP recovery speed going to DBA for 249, move speed 110, and then TFS grabbing the gather speed. Moving on, getting to 40-36. We have 3% going to Kingdom 30, that's NA. Got 2% going to MM, 1% going to Kingdom 259 for overall damage. We got the CP recovery speed going to KOV in 276, move speed going to NTS in 49, and then we had, I believe, gather speed going to GG in 68. That's for 40-36. Remember, all these KvK groups just started. This is their day 1 in KvK as of the 16th of May. Next group, 40-37, we got 3% going to UHA for 339, 2% going to 286 in WGL, 1% 183 in A2G, CP recovery speed 225 for 25 IW, move speed going to 17 with ED, and then gather speed BNR 156. Let's get to 40-38. And yes, I will be updating this as well on the sheet probably later today. Then we get the 3% going to 341 with NWE, 2% going to BXS and 164, 1% going to IWG and 345, CP recovery speed 290 in QOD, move speed 221 for 21 SW, and then gather is 247 for 33. Next group, 40-39. 3% going to 77 with MFD. We got 2% going to 297 SG97. 1% damage going to Kingdom 62 with FG. We get CP recovery speed 81 for DBB. Move speed 119 for LAW. And then POTC 31 gets the gather speed. Next group, 40-40. 3% going to Kingdom 92 with WAO. 2% 375 for NXW. 1% 284 for RNW. We get the CP recovery speed with IFAP and 243, move speed 222, HOUW, and then gather speed 223 with HWG. In 40-41, we get 3% going to 305, 05DK, 2% going to 22, VP22, 1% going to 211, K211, CP recovery speed 240 going to ARCW, move speed going to 88 Don, and then gather speed 220 to AC. 40-42. 3% is going to 115 Beck, 2% 67 AXT, 1% 118 GPX. We get CP recovery speed going to Laws and 27, move speed 85 for PTW, and 11 with EX gets the gather speed. Next group. Here in 40-43, We have 3% going to 389 SPA, 2% is going to Kingdom 87 DK, 1% going to 228 in Seal, CP recovery speed Kingdom 47 with -FU. We get the move speed going to 302 in SHPZ, and gather speed goes to 244 with TG :ampersand. I think so. 44. We get 3% going to 95 in K95, 2% going to 349 HTF, 1% going to 395 and 1-up. We get CP recovery speed going to 226 in AVIC, move speed 251 GD, and gather speed 148 DTF. Then 40-45. 3% is going to 452 VKG, 2% going to 387 GRZ, 1% going to 69 PX, CP recovery speed going to 161 GDW, move speed going to 170 LPG. We got gather speed 167 going to Uno. Next group 40-46. We got 3% going to SNIX and 153, 2% DND and 43, 1% 181 Kong, CP recovery speed 187 Noob. We got the move speed going to ASC 171 and gather speed going to 134 TBS. 40-47. 3% is going to SV Hard, 2% going to WTF, and AMC taking 1%. Basically the top three buff rewards there. CP 186, move speed 20, BD 20, gather speed 7 for TOC, again 186 ERA. Then we get to 40-48. This is where we have more than 6 kingdoms, so more than 6 rewards. Now, anything beyond, from rank 7 and beyond, is hero EXP buffs. So that's why it says EXP. 3% going to 262, 2% going to 44 DAU, 1% going to 281 LOC, CPU recovery speed going to 384 SSL, move speed 232 YBD, and gather speed 258 GOA. Everyone else gets EXP. 40-49, 3% going to 12 PHTM, 2% going to 377 War, 1% 319 WB, CP recovery speed 326 NWS, move speed goes to 174 S2AK, and gather speed 28 RRR. Everyone else gets hero EXP. 40-50. In this group, we got 3% going to 82 CFRA, 2% going to 198 NS, 1% going to 74 Horde. We got the CP going to 185 TGV, and then I believe we had the move speed 104 Wick, gather speed 360 AG. Everyone else gets the hero EXP here. Then we get to 40-51. I think we're second to last now. We got 3% going to 394 AFK, 2% going to 299 NXSC, 1% going to 94 OOR. We got the CPU recovery speed going to 439 BLZ, move speed 321 SIN, and lastly, gather speed 201 going to RE. Everyone else gets the EXP. And then the last one was 40-52. I didn't have enough time to look at that one. I did look at, I think, the first one for COC, but we'll probably cover that in a later one. So yeah, this is basically all of the BoW rankings. I've added a column on here and tried to thin out some of the other ones just so we could still get everything on one bar. But this at least allows for you to get a little quick synopsis, if you will, a quick overview from column B, listing out the BoW ranks, but more importantly, what their buff is. So, right, so if it's 3%, they placed 1, 2%, placed 2, 1%, placed 3, CPU recovery speed ranked 4, move speed ranked 5, gather speed ranked 6, EXP 7, and beyond. So that covers us. Would love to know what you guys think on this one. Again, sadly, I didn't have time to kind of do a separate thing, a separate tab, I should say, on the sheet, which I would have liked to. So we could have also shown off the top performers. We could have shown off who were the #1 ranked placements in each BoW, just in kind of a more condensed way. You could still find that out from looking around the sheet, but you just have to kind of go through each of the matchups. That's it for me. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you think. Anyone surprised you on placing? Any teams surprising you that you think, wow, they have all of these buffs, the other team doesn't? This is probably going to be a decent advantage. Does that sway your view on a matchup, give or take? Let me know what you think in the comments below. That's it for me. As always, until next time, we'll catch you later.